The WCPW Event Centre. I am here to bring you all the news about what's coming up in the world of What Culture Pro Wrestling. Now, this coming Monday night is the brand new episode of Loaded. It's going to be available live streaming on the What Culture Wrestling channel on YouTube. You can find it at 10 PM UK time. If you're in the States, we're going to cater to you too. 5 PM Eastern, 2 PM Pacific. Now, there's a stacked card coming up this Monday night, and one of the matches that I want to talk about is a man who's very familiar to me. He lives just down the road from the tap end of Stevenston, Grado. Big Star just came to WCPW, and he's going to be facing off against Mr. Bad Attitude himself, Martin Kirby. Now, these two encountered each other last week. Let's take a look and see what happened when they did.
Yeah, I can get it. How dare you?
Dickhead. What? You dickhead?
You're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead.
You're a dickhead!
Takes one to know one.
Well, you're balding!
Come on, mate, you can't take... There's some things you can't take back.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't call you baldy, but you're still a dickhead.
Okay.
There you have it. Tensions are high between Grado and Martin Kirby, and I can only assure you, the fans, that it is going to be a contest you're not going to want to miss this coming Monday night on Loaded. Now, also, if you want to be a bit more serious in the presentation here, El Ligero, one of the big stars here in What Culture Pro Wrestling, just coming off that three-way encounter, the phenomenal match with Noam Dar and Will Ospreay. He wants to take on one of WCPW's biggest stars, Joseph Connors. Joseph Connors, obviously, in the last few weeks, been with Joe Hendry, partnership maybe on the rocks, but Joseph Connors, as he said last week on Loaded, they're fine. They're still a team, but he wants something for himself. So he's going to take on El Ligero to continue to rise in the ranks here at WCPW. All that is coming up this Monday night on Loaded. Obviously, here at WCPW, we like to do things big, and that is why controversy creates cash. So we're going to bring in that cash with some controversy as Eric Bischoff comes to the UK for his first ever Q&A tour. He's going to be coming to Newcastle on August 24th to the O2 Academy 2. You can get your tickets for that at wc.pw. And then I'm going to be taking Eric up to Glasgow with Inside the Ropes for a live Q&A special. You can get tickets from that at insidetheropes.co.uk. You can also then see him in Manchester on Friday night, August the 26th, at the Ruby Lounge, where Eric will be answering all your questions. Again, tickets at wc.pw. And finally, on August 27th, Saturday afternoon at the Walkabout Temple, Eric Bischoff finishes off his UK tour in London. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, Eric Bischoff's come for a Q&A. Who is Eric Bischoff? Well, I mean, you know who he is. He's the guy that ran WCW, the only guy to ever beat Vince McMahon in the ratings. He's pretty much the tits. He's the best. However, if we're bringing him over to the UK, he can't just be doing a Q&A tour, which is why on August the 24th, he is going to be a one-night-only guest general manager for WCPW. Who knows what's going to happen when Adam Blampier's dad comes to WCPW? And here's what he had to say.
Hello everybody, my name is Eric Bischoff and I'm coming to you from Buffalo, New York, where I'm in town for a charity fundraising event. But I wanted to take just a few moments to reach out to all the great fans in the UK and let you know that on August 24th, yours truly will be coming to WCPW in Newcastle. I've been asked to be the general manager for the evening, as it seems like a young man by the name of Adam Blampier maybe got himself in slightly over his head, and I'm going to come and help him out. Bring a little bag of tricks, a couple surprises, a little bit of spontaneity, mix it all up and bring just enough kick-ass to create a hell of a fun night. So we'll see all of you August 24th, WCPW in Newcastle.
So not only are we going to have Eric Bischoff as the guest general manager, who knows what he is going to do? The man who was the general manager of Monday Night Raw for almost 4 years, caused controversy, ruthless aggression. What is he going to do when he gets to WCPW? And it's only fitting that on August 24th that while he's there, we have a stacked card, which is why we're going to call it WCPW Stacked, live in Newcastle from the O2 Academy. You can get your tickets at wc.pw. This is going to be one hell of a show that you're not going to want to miss. Let's run down the card and see what you can expect for this amazing event on August 24th. It is the Battle of the Beasts, as Moose, former Ring of Honor star, recently signed with TNA, is going to battle the mighty wrestler, the Iron Man himself, Joe Coffey. Who knows what's going to happen when these two beasts collide in WCPW. Now, EC3 from TNA is also going to make his way into WCPW, and he's got his eyes set on El Ligero. El Ligero, who's not suffered defeat yet here in WCPW, EC3 is going to look to hand him one on August 24th. Also, as well as that, we have one of the most phenomenal wrestling matches that you're ever going to see. Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll. This is a rivalry that has crossed promotions, countries, worldwide, to the point where when Paul Heyman was in the UK for his tour last month, he singled out Will Ospreay and Marty Scurll as the two promising stars of the United Kingdom. You're not going to want to miss what happens when these two finally settle their score in WCPW on August 24th. Now, recently, Liam Slater and Johnny Moss have made quite an impact in the tag team division here at WCPW, and Martin Kirby has decided to search far and wide for a tag team partner to try and take them down. And he has found one hell of a tag team partner. Travis Banks, the man that everybody is talking about in British wrestling, is going to team with Martin Kirby on the 24th to try and take down the team of Slater and Johnny Moss. If that's not enough for you guys, also the WCPW World Heavyweight Championship will be defended on August 24th, and if that's not enough, we are going to crown the first ever WCPW Women's Champion. That's right, you guys asked for it, we're going to give it to you. The champion will be crowned at Stacked. You can get your tickets at WC.PW. If you're sitting there right now thinking, I'm going to get tickets nearer the time, don't, because it could sell out and you could miss out. You don't want to miss this one. It has got everything you could want in a wrestling sandwich. And we're going to continue our run at the O2 Academy in Newcastle on August 25th as we take 2 weeks of Loaded. And what a main event we have for you on that night. At the request of Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, we're going to have the first ever Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble. 15 men from the WCPW roster will compete for a chance to face Kurt Angle. Now, the rules of the match are it's an over-the-top rope elimination match, but you can also win by pinfall, submission to eliminate people. 15 men, every 2 minutes another entrant will come in until all 15 men have entered, and the winner will get their hand raised and go on to face Kurt Angle at Refuse to Lose on October 6th. You're not going to want to miss this one. Get your tickets at WC.PW. Speaking of October 6th, that is the date of WCPW's first ever iPay-per-view. And what a night it's going to be. Refuse to Lose at Domain in Newcastle. You can get your tickets, as always, at WC.PW. It's redundant, but that's the place that you can be hooked up with all your tickets. What a card we've already got for that night. Kurt Angle headlines the show against the winner of the Kurt Angle Invitational Rumble, whoever that may be. Also, Cody Rhodes, grandson of a plumber, is coming to What Culture Pro Wrestling, and we are giving him one of his dream matches that he has requested as he battles Mr. Brexit himself, Doug Williams. Jay Lethal, the Ring of Honor World Champion, is also coming back to WCPW. Now, if you remember from Season 1 of Loaded, he had a thrilling match with El Ligero, but Martin Kirby ruined it for everyone and ruined El Ligero's chance. So Jay Lethal is going to put on the line the Ring of Honor World Championship. El Ligero gets his shot, and I have been assured by WCPW management that we are going to lock Martin Kirby in a cupboard and make sure he can't interfere. El Ligero gets his chance at Refuse to Lose on October 6th. Now, also on top of that, if that's not enough for you, the commentary team. Let's talk about the commentary team for this iPay-per-view Refuse to Lose. We have Wrestle Talk and WCPW's own Alex Shane, the forefather of British wrestling in a lot of ways. He's going to be on the commentary team, but he is not alone. Oh, good God, he is not alone. He is going to be joined by James E. Cornette. There is going to be more polyester, more tennis rackets than you can imagine. Jim Cornette, just imagine Jim Cornette is going to be able to voice his opinions on a modern wrestling show. It has not been done anywhere else. It is going to be done at WCPW. And if that's not enough for you, the greatest announcer in the history of pro wrestling, Jim Ross, is coming to What Culture Pro Wrestling. He does not do iPay-per-views. He does not do these type of shows, but he is coming to What Culture Pro Wrestling. He has heard the buzz. He wants to be a part of it. Jim Ross, Jim Cornette, Alex Shane, all on commentary. Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle. The winner of the Rumble gets a chance to make an impact on a worldwide stage on Kurt Angle. It's all coming up on October 6th at Domain in Newcastle. This will sell out. Get your tickets at WC.PW. And if you think that's us done in October, we're just getting started in October. The next night on October 7th, we are going to be holding a loaded taping, still in Northumbria University, but at stage 2. Now, this is going to be a very intimate, loaded studio special. Tickets are limited for this event, and it is going to feature, I'm proud to say, it has been signed, sealed, it is delivered. Cody Rhodes will be part of those loaded tapings. As always, where can you get your tickets? Say it with me, folks, WC.PW. It's nice and easy. But then, on October 8th, we are building to the big crescendo. We are leaving the warm bosom of Newcastle, and we are spreading our wings. We're like Westlife, but better. And we're going to be going all the way to Greater Manchester to the Silver Blades Arena for a huge show headlined by Kurt Angle and Cody Rhodes. When Cody Rhodes left the WWE, this is one of the matches he wanted. If you're in the UK, you cannot miss seeing these two legends compete in a match. And not only that, during the day, we're going to be holding our first ever WCPW fan convention, where you're going to be able to get pictures and autographs with Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle, Jim Cornette, and all the What Culture stars. I'll even be there. I'm not sure I can really sell that as me being there with Kurt Angle and Cody Rhodes, but I will be there. Now, if you buy a ticket for the show on October 8th at the Silver Blades Arena, that will gain you entry into the fan convention in the daytime. If you want to meet Kurt Angle, Cody Rhodes, obviously that'll be extra, but you can pay for that at the time when you're there. It is going to be a stacked month in October, and it all finishes on October 8th with that huge show at the Silver Blades Arena. Kurt Angle, Cody Rhodes, Jim Cornette will be there, and much, much more. Stay tuned to all of our social media for more announcements, more guests, and all the other good stuff. But for now, just go to WC.BW and buy all your tickets for all the shows, and then you won't miss out, because I guarantee you, you don't want to miss it.
Were you one of the unlucky few who couldn't get tickets for July's WCPW tapings? Well, make sure you pick up tickets for August, as they're already extremely limited. On August 24th, we'll be presenting a special live pay-per-view quality show, WCPW Stacked, featuring Moose vs Joe Coffey, the debut of the Women's Championship, Will Ospreay vs Marty Scurll. The WCPW Championship will be on the line. There'll be Joe Hendry, Joseph Connors, Big Damo, El Ligero, Primate, Grado, Drew Galloway, EC3, and GM'd by Eric Bischoff. Not just that, but on the 25th, we'll also be holding loaded tapings featuring the Kurt Angle Invitational, a pinfall and submission elimination rumble to decide who gets to face the Olympic hero in October. Grab your tickets for August at WC.PW while you still can. The 2 days are looking absolutely stacked.